So you can't pump fake with this. When you look at abatement at common law, in there, that
you're gonna need a permit from me. You need a license because I do business here. If you want to go to McDonald's and sell Burger King, you got to get McDonald's permission. I understand that. Now, when you say the definition of driver is someone that's operating for business, of course that person is going to need a driver's license or permission to do that, because I was already charged to do business in this whole landmass of Turtle Island, and my business is called the United States Corporation, the federal corporation.
You have your incorporation papers with you?
No, I'm not talking about my incorporation, but I do have the incorporated name, Sylvester Collins.
Good thing you went last.
Yeah, if you like though.
Okay, that was right there. You got to be careful about that. Okay, let me just tell y'all something. Judges don't say, nothing comes out of a judge's mouth that doesn't mean something. One of the things, y'all, because what they do is they lull you into being comfortable, and then they start hitting you with questions. Him asking him that question, you have your corporation papers, that was a jurisdictional question. If he would have said yes, it would have threw everything out the window. You got a corporation. You talking about you got a corporation, you incorporated with the state? That's a benefit and a privilege. That's not a right. So pay attention to when the judge when he asks you, where do you work? That's not an innocent question. Well, where do you work at? Do you have a business? Are your children in school? They got your credit report up there. So you can't pump fake with this. When you look at abatement at common law, in there, that documentation basically states that you've rescinded the social security number. You don't have no bank accounts in your name. Ain't nothing in your name. This is why I'm sitting here telling y'all, get everything out of your social security number. All right, so those are minimum contacts. You in there talking about they don't have jurisdiction over you, but you taking benefits and privileges. You have what is called the Ashwander rule. And let me read this for you real quick. It's Ashwander rules. You need to be familiar with the Ashwander. See if I can. Ashwander. These are constitutional. It's Article 3, Section 2. This is what the judges, this is what they go by to make a determination whether they're not going to issue a certiorari, which means they're going to listen to a case. All right, so when you get down here, you'll see they got 7 rules. All right, rule number 6 is what we are interested in, constitutional estoppel. A party cannot challenge a law's constitutionality when he or she enjoys the benefit of such law. Just as Brandis stated, the court would not pass upon the constitutionality of a statute at the instance of one who has availed himself of its benefits. All right, if you're taking the benefit and the privilege, the United States Supreme Court, get that shit out of here. I don't care if it is unconstitutional. Equity is not going to allow that. You've been using it. You've been enjoying the fruits of it. So no, get that out of here. Y'all see that? All right, so let's get back.
I do have my incorporated entity.
You know you got the Assistant Attorney General here today by any chance? Did you know he is here?
Is he here for me?
No, he's not here for you, but you just happen to got the king of the land.
Yeah, but I
king
do
of the
have
corporation.
I do have title over my
So
my
let me
corporate
ask you,
entity.
is your argument that you don't need a license to operate any vehicle, let alone drive, push, or sway in or out of a driveway? You have that right without a license?
Yeah, according to legal.
Do you have a car?
Legally, I do.
You do have a car?
Yes, I do.
Okay, what do? Push it around the field?
Oh no, I travel in it, but I don't drive.
What do you do in it?
I travel.
So somebody else drives it?
No, I travel in it.
Is it one of those new Teslas that are driverless cars?
No, I actually
So
travel
if
in
you
it.
leave from point A to go to point B, you don't touch that steering wheel.
Now, see, from going to point A to point B is actually defined legally as travel. So that's what I'm telling you. I do. Yeah, I have it all here. I've been doing this work for years, so I wish I knew it when I got these tickets. I wouldn't be here right now, but I didn't know that then.
Well,
I know
after
it
a
now.
while, this becomes where they're going to come after you in the car. And that's not even a good thing.
Yeah, but here's the thing with that. I'm not really worried about that because I've already look. No, seriously, I've written already to the Oneida County Sheriff's Department, Utica Police Department. I've written Cuomo. I've written the Attorney General for the state. I've written to the New York State Department of Motor Vehicle, and all put them on notice of my rights and that I know my rights now. And I didn't know them before, but I know them now, and I don't expect to be harassed in my exercise of them. I'm not starting any trouble. I don't want any problems. I just want you to know that I know my rights, and I don't expect to be harassed or hindered in any way.
I wouldn't want you to, because you know what? In this court, nobody should be.
Exactly. I mean, no one in the world should be, but I understand that now, and I understand that I have to put certain authority figures on notice of that, just to prevent any problems or lawsuits.
Do you have any money?
I don't.
Do you use money? Money is a vehicle for you to go buy something?
No, because actually, according to public law.
Okay, did y'all catch that? Do you use money? This is why on the affidavit of sovereignty, we address federal using Federal Reserve notes. Okay, that is a minimum contact. Do you see how these are not innocuous questions? They're not innocent questions. He's asking these questions with a point. Do you use money? Y'all got to pay attention and stop thinking that these are just innocent questions. These are not the judge, just because he's acting cool, that don't mean nothing to me. He's not your friend. This is a tactic. You got to be very careful. You have some judges that use scare tactics. You have some judges try to run over you. Some judges try to act like they don't know what you're talking about. And some judges act like they cool with you. And they will cut your head off and send you to prison. All right? You got to always be in a frame of mind and be paying attention and don't get lulled to sleep by a judge. That's one of the first things that was taught to me. Nothing a judge says is just he just saying it just to be saying it. They are very skilled in psychology and a lot of different things. You got to be prepared for that. These questions are not just innocent questions, is my point.